A chestnut horse named Copper stood at the edge of the forest. Sunlight glinted off his coat. He was curious. He stepped into the cool shade of the trees. The forest smelled like pine and damp earth. It was a new world to explore. Copper walked carefully on the soft ground. He saw tall trees with leaves like emeralds. Twisting vines climbed up their trunks. Birds sang songs he had never heard before. Everything was new and exciting. He was ready for adventure. Sunbeams danced on the forest floor. They made patterns through the leaves. Copper walked along a winding path. The air was fresh and cool. He took a deep breath. It felt good in his lungs. The leaves rustled in the gentle breeze. They whispered secrets to each other. Copper listened closely. He wondered what they were saying. He stopped to sniff at a patch of wildflowers. They smelled sweet and delicate. The forest was full of wonderful smells and sounds. A family of deer watched Copper from the trees. Their eyes were big and brown. They stamped their hooves nervously. Copper lowered his head and neighed softly. He wanted to make friends. Squirrels chattered from the branches above. They chased each other up and down the trees. A rabbit hopped across the path. Its nose twitched as it sniffed the air. The forest was alive with activity. Copper was happy to be a part of it. Copper came to a rushing stream. The water sparkled in the sunlight. A young fawn stood at the edge. It was scared. It couldn't find its mother. Copper walked closer and neighed gently. The fawn looked up at Copper with big brown eyes. It was trembling. Copper lowered his head and nudged the fawn gently. He guided it across the stream to safety. The fawn was grateful for Copper's help. It licked his nose and ran off into the trees. The sky grew dark. The wind howled through the trees. The leaves danced wildly in the air. A storm was coming. Copper looked for shelter. He needed to find a safe place to stay. The first raindrops fell. They were big and cold. Soon the rain was coming down in sheets. The wind roared through the trees. Branches snapped and fell to the ground. Copper was scared. He had never seen a storm like this before. Section 6. Searching for shelter. Copper ran through the forest. He was looking for shelter from the storm. The rain beat down on his back. The wind whipped his mane. He was cold and wet. He came to a clump of trees. Their branches were thick and strong. They offered some protection from the storm. He huddled under the trees. He waited for the storm to pass. He hoped it would be over soon. Section 7. A promise kept. Copper heard a faint cry. It was the fawn. It was trapped. A fallen tree branch blocked its path. Copper knew he had to help. He couldn't leave the fawn in danger. He pushed against the branch with his powerful legs. It was heavy, but he pushed with all his might. Finally, the branch moved just enough for the fawn to scramble free. The fawn was safe. Copper had kept his promise to protect it. Section 8. Sunshine after the rain. The storm finally ended. The sun broke through the clouds. The forest sparkled with raindrops. Copper shook the water from his coat. He felt happy to be alive. The birds began to sing again. They were glad the storm was over. The air smelled fresh and clean. The forest was beautiful after the rain. Copper felt grateful for the shelter of the trees. He had made it through the storm. Section 9. Home among the trees. Copper continued to explore the forest. He made many new friends. He played with the rabbits and the squirrels. He helped the other animals when they needed it. He had found a home in the forest. He learned the secrets of the forest. He knew where to find the best grass. He knew where to find the coolest streams. He knew where to find shelter from the storms. He was a part of the forest now. He was home,